Today we're taking a look at these NCAAB matches, which are happening on Saturday, February 19, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Santa Clara vs Gonzaga. When you think of the top 3 teams in the West Coast Conference, it's usually Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and BYU. This year, Santa Clara has become that third team at 8-4 in the WCC, as former North Carolina State and Arizona State head coach Herb Sendek has them on the right track. In their win over the LMU Lions, PJ Pipes scored 19 points to lead Santa Clara, while Joseph Rankic added 18 points and 6 boards, 8-13 FG. The Broncos shot 54% from the field and 36%, 8-22, from beyond the arc. Loyola Marymount did shoot 46% from the field and 44%, 8-18, from beyond the arc. But the key in this game was fast break points, as the Broncos won that category 19-3. On the other side of this matchup is the Gonzaga Bulldogs, who sit with a 22-2 record, and they have gone 13-9-2 against the spread. In the last game against Pepperdine they won by 20 points, but that wasn't enough to come away with a victory. Gonzaga is averaging 89.9 points, while their defense is giving up 64.4 points per game. Drew Timm has been the best player for Gonzaga, averaging 17.8 points, while shooting 60.2% from the field and 27.3% from behind the three-point line. Gonzaga is 4-1-2 against the spread in their last 7 home games. Santa Clara is 4-1-1 against the spread in their last 6 games played on Saturday. The under is 4-0 in Gonzaga's last 4 games. Gonzaga is 4-0-2 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a percentage above .600. Gonzaga just keeps rolling on. Last Saturday, they had their first meeting against rival St. Mary's at home and beat them by 16, giving 15, 74-58. That was their 31st straight conference win, and instead of letting down against Pepperdine, now 1-12, they took them apart by 20, didn't cover. Drew Timm led the Zags with 19 points, while freshman Chet Holmgren added 18 points, 17 rebounds and 4 blocks. Gonzaga shot 52% from the field, but just 22%, 4-18, from beyond the arc. They also out-rebounded the Waves by 19. The better the team, the more success Gonzaga seems to have, and that will be the case again. Gonzaga scored 115 points the first time these two teams faced off, and they will run up the score again. Back, even if Santa Clara does find offensive success, it's not going to be enough with how bad their defense will play. Our first betting pick is Gonzaga -21. Santa Clara comes into this game with an 18-9 record, and they have gone 14-12-1 against the spread. In the last game against Loyola Marymount, it wasn't the best game, but they scored 84 points and came away with a victory. Santa Clara is averaging 76.9 points, while their defense is giving up 71.3 points per game. Jalen Williams has been the best player for Santa Clara, averaging 17.8 points, while shooting 51.8% from the field and 39.3% from behind the three-point line. Our second betting pick is over 166. Washington vs UCLA. The UCLA Bruins, who sit with an 18-5 record overall, and they have gone 11-11-1 against the spread. In the last game against Washington State, the defense was elite, giving up only 56 points, and that led to the 20-point defeat. UCLA is averaging 77.1 points, while their defense is giving up 65.5 points per game. Johnny Juzang has been the top player for UCLA, averaging 17.9 points, while shooting 45.1% from the field and 39% from behind the three-point line. It's hard not to like UCLA to bounce back in a big way here. The Bruins come in having dropped 3 of their last 5 games. After notching a 20-point win over Washington State on Thursday, look for the Bruins to flex their muscles at home in Pauley Pavilion here. Washington comes into this game with a 13-11 record overall, and they have gone 13-11 against the spread. Washington has lost 2 games in a row, including the last game against USC, where they gave up 79 points. Washington is averaging 70.7 points, while their defense is giving up 72.7 points per game. Terrell Brown Jr. has been the top player for Washington, averaging 22.2 points while shooting 45.5% from the field and 22% from behind the three-point line. This is a defense that at times has struggled, and in this game if the defense struggles they are going to have some major issues. Our first betting pick is UCLA -18. UCLA couldn't keep its momentum going on Saturday, losing on the road 67-64 versus Stanford. Tyger Campbell finished with 27 points, while Johnny Juzang added 12 points for the Bruins, who lost to a short-handed Trojan squad that was playing without big man Isaiah Mobley. Washington suffered a 92-68 loss at home versus Arizona on Saturday, despite 29 points from senior Terrell Brown. Emmett Matthews and Nate Roberts scored 10 points apiece for the Huskies, who trailed by as many as 28 points on the evening. Our second betting pick is over the total. Central Michigan versus Toledo. The Toledo Rockets have been playing some great basketball lately, as they have won 11 of their last 13 games. However, Toledo enters this game on a bit of a low note after losing to Kent State at home by 13 points in its last game. In that game, Toledo's offense was useless as it only scored 59 points while shooting just 35.5% from the floor. However, that terrible offensive performance was extremely surprising since the Rockets are averaging 80.5 points per game. Now, Toledo will be looking to get back on track offensively with another conference home game up next on Saturday. Over on the Toledo side, they hit a 9-4 run out of the gate this year. The Rockets would then win 9 straight from January 4 through February 1. The last 4 games have been a 2-2 run with losses to Ball State and Kent State, however. The Central Michigan Chippewas enter this game in terrible form as they are in the middle of a 3-game losing streak, including a 5-point home loss against the Eastern Michigan Eagles in their last game. In that game, Central Michigan's defense struggled as it allowed 75 points while letting the opposition shoot 48.3% from the floor. However, that lackluster defensive performance was somewhat expected since the Chippewas are allowing 79.1 points per game. Now, Central Michigan will be looking to snap its losing streak with a conference road game up next. Matched up against Kent State on Tuesday, the Rockets were down 20-36 by halftime. Toledo managed 39 points in the second, but still lost 72-59 in a rough outing. Rage Dennis was the top team scorer with 21 points and 5 boards. Out first betting pick is Toledo Rockets -21.5. Central Michigan's most underrated player is senior forward Ralph Bissant, who has looked pretty good this season as he is averaging 9.5 points per game along with a team-high 6.1 rebounds per game. In addition, he is averaging a team-high 1.6 steals per game as he has been extremely impactful on both sides of the ball. Toledo's most underrated player is junior forward JT Shumate, who has looked solid this season as he is averaging 15.2 points per game along with 6.1 rebounds per game. In addition, he is averaging a team-high 1.3 blocks per game as he has been a very underrated rim protector up to this point. Our second betting pick is over 151.5. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.